lovers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. And we're back for the second half of a multi-part stream. We finished Chance of Sonar, a game we've been playing for several weeks, a little bit earlier than I expected. And I've had a game queued up to try and fit in before the end of the year. A new roguelike game where the deck that you create represents things that your spaceship can do. It's interesting. It's a little different from anything I've seen before. I don't know too much about it, but I kind of wanted to try it out on stream, because it's been a while since we've done like a roguelike thing on stream. And I think there's typically been some interest in them in the past. I don't know if... I don't know. There hasn't been one that's come out in a while that's really grabbed my attention, so I haven't been too eager to bring any out here. And I don't know... By the way, we're playing Cobalt Core. Actually, I suppose I should change that category on Twitch, Would help if I could spell. Change that, and we'll say... or as title. And we're not changing the other thing at all. Great. So yeah, like I said, I've seen a little bit, not a ton of this played. We're just gonna experience this together. Now, the struggle I have in the immediate, I guess, is twofold. One, where does the camera go? And I don't know the answer to that, so help me figure that out. And two, I went into the game to try and fix the settings for volume. And I know there's some way to clear my progress. Profile. Profile select. Delete the... Wow, it really makes you work to delete it. I guess that's probably for the best. Okay, cool. New game. Play new game. Glitch cat. Activate. Loading personality core. Nope, no personality. Rough. That's rough. Windows 95, am I right? Personality core patched. Restarting personality core. Great. Now we can be a whole new person. It's like going to college. I just really like this music. I don't actually know how much music is in this game, but this song is very good. Hello? Hey, wake up! My head. Oh, good. Your vitals seem stable. What's happening? I had to wake you all up from cryosleep early. There wasn't enough time to fully restore your memories. My memories? I needed those. I assume. Sorry, I had no choice. The command terminal will only respond to the meat-based life forms. And there's a ship off the bow powering up weapons. Everyone to the bridge. Play cards to outwit your opponent. You draw 5 cards each turn. Click to continue. Each card costs energy, which is a number in the corner like every card game on a computer ever. You get 3 energy each turn. Use it or lose it. It doesn't accumulate between turns. Cool. Attack your enemy with attack cards. I guess I'll attack my enemy with an attack card. You can always see what an enemy is planning to do. Enemy intends to attack you for 1 damage. Let's block their attack with some shield. You've still got 1 energy. Play the rest of the turn for yourself. Don't really want temp shield. Well, I could attack or multiple attack. It's out of energy. Hit the end turn button. That's a big attack. We can evade to dodge attacks. Play an evade card to evade. Statuses are shown below your ship. Some have passive effects and others are used as resources. Evade is a status you can use to move around. Spend 1 evade to dodge the shot. Any evade you don't use will carry over, unlike energy. Okay, probably good to know. Aha, I dodged it. Yeah, welcome back, Arcadius. You're just in time. We've moved to a new game. Where do I live on the screen? Anyone have any suggestions? I'm kind of thinking top right corner, because energy shows up in lower left corner. And then turn... I don't know, maybe we don't need to see end turn button? Oh, that's not good. I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll cover end turn for now. If it becomes apparent there's something else there, we'll just fix that later. You got the basics down. Remember, you can always hover over cards and other things to learn what they do. Okay, bye. Okay, come back. Yeah, this game doesn't like it if you click on things. Yeah, watashi no tan! Okay, we still have 2 energy after all the tutorial things. So I can move right to an attack. That seems excessive. I can gain evade, which carries over. I can attack and block, which may not be necessary. Let's shoot and draw. I can shoot and draw again. That doesn't seem super useful. Oh, I can't scramble anymore. That costs 2. I guess I will draw, shoot. Got him. Alright, so gain some shield and attack multiple times. That seems good. That seems very much like my first turn. I feel like I need to dodge. Dodging... I mean, I can't really dodge. And gain some shield and shoot twice and shoot once. I mean, I like the aesthetic of this game. I like the music. I like that you get little digital ships. My understanding is that, like, when you start a new run, as opposed to, like, doing this tutorial thing we're doing now, you can sort of pick from different crew members with different specialties, and those sort of change the nature of your deck. So, like, I think these blue cards come from this character with the blue border, and the orange ones match there, etc. So, like, you can build your ship to focus on a different combination of things. Like, it could be very evasive or very attack-based, etc. What's happening here? Going to apply a status effect to its cannon, and going to raise shields. So they're not doing anything to me now, so it's probably a good turn to, like, shoot them as much as possible. I think I want to go full attack here. Like, I could try and gain some evade for future to, like, evade their big shot next turn, but if I just get them weak enough, then I might be able to just blast them out of the sky. And I drew multi-shot last, so I think that kills them. Boom, I blew it up. Pick an artifact. It's probably, like, ongoing effect. I move that. Nope, that wants to live under the camera. Don't love it. So this is warp prep. Gain 1 shield and evade on the first turn. Oh, that's good. Those are some resources I might like. Overdrive. Added damage to all attacks. Decreases by 1 at the end of turn. That's sort of a combo card. That feels a little advanced for where I'm at in my understanding of the game. This is similar. Oh, this is similar, but it doesn't wear off, but it does hurt you. And then Vamoose costs like an entire turn, but moves you randomly 3 times and gives you 4 evade. I kind of hate all of these. Okay, I'm starting to remember. Right, the Cobalt, the hyperdrive. Yeah, you blew it up. Maybe. I vaguely remember pushing a button, then the white light. Yeah, you blew it up. Guys, shut up. You have this argument every loop. I've heard it 517 times now. Fine. Alright, we gotta get the coordinates to the Cobalt programmed in. Let's get there and stop the time loop. See? Riggs remembers. Usually, she's the last one. I'm improving! Yeah, so you got a little, like, Slay the Spire style map. That's also, like, a little bit FTL, if you ever played that game. That's, like, a different type of roguelike that's not card-based. And you would, like, move between different star systems and encounter spaceships. Do that kind of thing. Common enemy gives card rewards. But there could be anything in this box, even mystery card rewards. Is there anything in particular that would make me want to go up? I can get a definite artifact by going up, but I can also do that here. And there could be anything in these question marks along the way. That seems more interesting. Not entirely sure I'm going to fight that, like, elite character. Howdy, how'd you know we're running an upcycling program? Turn an unwanted junk into new wanted junk. Place a card with a random rarer card. Sure, let's do that. Give me a rarer... Dodge, maybe? So one of these I, like, just don't want. They're all pretty basic, so it's not the worst to get rid of. Yeah, let's get rid of basic dodge. -1 shield. Oh, -1 max shield. +4 temp shield. Well, I don't love that, but I think it might be more useful. Take it. You're currently prevented from skipping card rewards. That's interesting. Good luck out there. I'll fight this thing. It's a similar enemy to the one I found before. So it's doing some sort of status to its wing. And it's also shooting me for 2. So I can... I should have got rid of Scramble because it costs 2. That would have made more sense. Let's do a block shot. And a draw shot. And maybe a shield surge? That will prevent all damage and should also give me, like, ongoing shield, like permanent shield and temporary shield that gets used up to defend. How do we feel about game volume? This enemy has gained a new status. You might want to hover over it to see what happened. Auto dodge. If fired upon, it will completely move out of the way. Left. Decreases by 1 every time it triggers. Huh. That's a little annoying. Pitch high? Yeah, I'm kind of getting the sense it's a little high. I didn't catch it right away because it just is so good. I think I want to do like a overall. Maybe that's good. Overall -2. That looks a little better. Let me know. I got my multi-shot, which is my favorite. But multi-shot would be a terrible thing to do right now. This is gonna be a challenge. I don't really have any, like, status things I could do for myself that are good here. Let's attack and draw. So if I use this evade that I started with, I move back into range, and I should be able to, like, multi-shoot them. Actually, lunge seems good here, I think. Because if I move right 2, I shouldn't be in range of its cannon. Oh no, I move right 2 and then shoot. Probably? I assume you do them in the order they're printed. So, in that case, I should... I could just tank the shot with the shield I have and do, like, 1 damage. I think I'd rather shield surge and Watashi no turn. What was that signal? They're going to dodge the next shot. Oh, that's a permanent buff. I thought that was for 1 turn because it said something like it went away. I guess it just means if I don't make them use it, then the current one doesn't build up. I guess is what that was saying. The problem is... I think I just have to, like, scramble to save up some evade for later, and then just, like, tank the attack from it this turn. Multi-shot is awkward. This is just an awkward turn. Oh, now it's gonna dodge to... Oh, now it's going to dodge to the right, so I can... I think I can multi-shoot, and then move and shoot, and then... I think the problem with... I mean, I guess I might as well do the science here. My thought is, if I use blocker burnout, it will reduce my max block capacity by 1, meaning I'll only have 3 total. So I don't think I'll actually get 4 temporary shield, is how I think this will work. If I did, I think that would be an okay move. I think the actual correct move is probably to take a regular shield and a bonus shield. But I kind of want to see how this works. Oh no, temporary shield doesn't require space in the shield bar. Oh, right, but that... Yeah, but the temporary shield... Got it. Okay. So once again, I need to, like... fire to make the move, lunge to attack, and then double shield. I am forgetting that I have some evasion available. So I could do, like, a block shot, move, and then blow him up. Okay, great. I do like block shot. Stun charge. Your next attack will stun. Cancel. Ooh, cancel the targeted part of the ship. That seems cool. Pulse barrier. Shield capacity raised by 1 and block, but it exhausts. I'm gonna take another block shot. It's just like a good versatile card for my limited understanding of what's going on. Sure. If I take the harder enemy, I'll probably get like a better reward, and maybe something cool will happen, and these slightly more interesting tiles. And if it goes poorly, there's a reasonable chance I can take a safer path to the end if I want to. What on earth is that ship? It has so many guns. Hey, did you guys know there's a big bounty out for a ship with your registration number? We did not. Thank you for letting us know. No sweat. We'll be going now. No. Yeah, it looks bad. This part is brittle. It takes double damage from attacks. It's got a glowing weak spot. Okay. Well, this one has a lot of guns. What do I want to do here? I think because, like, my cards are very defensive right now, I want to, like, scramble and... I think I want to scramble and shield surge. I'll take, like, 1 permanent damage, but I think this will set me up for, like, better future turns. Oh, blocker burnout costs 0. I wasn't noticing that. I think I still don't want to play it just yet. So I can do... If I do a lunge, I'll move over 2, and then attack. And then I can block shot twice, and I'll only take 1 damage, but I'll deal, like, a decent hit to them. Oh no, I'm in range of all cannons. For some reason, I didn't think that would be the case. So... block shot, and I could use some of my evasion here to stop some amount of damage. I'll use like 1 to stop 1 damage, I think. So here... Ooh, they're gonna shoot for 1 damage multiple times. I want to do block shot. I think I'm gonna be aggressive here. I think I'm gonna shoot multiple times and then do a double shield, which will mean I take like 3 damage. Because I'm not in a position to like evade their shots. I can use the lunge to get out of danger. So maybe I like block shot, lunge to move over 2. It might be worse. Maybe I don't want to lunge. If I move from where I'm at, not only can I not target their weak spot, but then in either direction, I'll be in a position to take extra damage. So maybe I just block shot, basic shot, and that'll do 1 damage to my hull. But that'll be like in killing you range. So if I like move over 1 and then block shot, that wasn't terrible. I mean, it did some serious hurt for sure. Refresh interval. Gain some temporary shield. And gain bonus energy next turn for 1. Stun. Or we could take multi-stun, but that costs 2 energy. Doesn't do damage, but can stun multiple times and has a little bit of move associated with it. Really wants me to have shield cards and nothing that isn't shield cards. I guess I'll take a stun charge because it costs 0. And I'm already using my energy most turns, so that flexibility could be good. Alright, I get an artifact. Permanently gain +3 max hull and heal 3. That's not bad. Crosslink, every time you attack, gain 1 evade. Oh, that sounds good. And converter, if you end your turn with more than 0 energy, gain shield. Nah, I think I want this combo attack defend build, sort of. That sounds good to me. The hull would also be good, I think. Let's go to mystery space. I have an extra scaffolding lying around. It'd look great right in the middle of your ship. It's also great tax write-off. Add an unshootable scaffold to the right of the middle ship part. Listen, I don't know what that means, so do it. Nah, that's pretty bad. Making me a bigger target. I guess I can use that. Yeah, shots pass through it. I guess it's just like a different way to defend. You could be small and evade more, or position shots to go through like a part that doesn't take damage. It's better, I guess. No refunds. That's fine. Oh, and I get hull plating too. Por que no los dos? Cool. So now we've recovered our health some amount. I kind of want to do the repair yard, then fight another boss, then do the repair yard, and then fight a for real boss. It's probably safer to take the bottom path, but this is more narratively interesting. How's it going? What's this, loop 400 or something? 517! Now let's get you on your way. Can I get you anything? So I can remove a card or upgrade a card. Or repair. Might be nice to upgrade a card. I don't know what currency this costs. I'm thinking I just get to pick one of these. Let's take an upgrade early, and hopefully it helps us beat the mini-boss we're about to face, and if we struggle real hard, the second shipyard will just repair. So, like, a card I think I would like to upgrade is a block shot. I don't know what it does. Multi-shot might also be nice. Actually, multi-shot might be nice with our cross converter thing that lets us evade when we attack. It's kind of close. We did make our ship a little bit bigger, so it's hard to, like, fully evade necessarily. Tell me what it does when I upgrade it. Oh, you will. So, for multi-attack, I can get 3 attacks or... Ooh, get multiple piercing attacks. Those are both pretty good. And block shot would be... You can get 2 attack and 1 permanent shield, or 1 attack and 3 temporary shield. Temporary shield feels interesting. You get kind of a good boost there. Does it look like if you change scramble? Moves you... No, it's just bad. Doesn't get any cheaper. It's just different bad. I don't know. Multi-shot sounds more fun. I'm not sure which of these is better. I mean, multi-shot A with the 3 attacks is kind of fun because you can... With the artifact we have, you can just, like, move a ton. But, like, piercing seems good. But I guess if not all of our attacks are piercing, it's a little less valuable. It might be good to, like, finish enemies off, but, like, it might just generally be good to have the extra evasion. Fight the bad guy. It's a pirate hailing us. How can you tell they're a pirate? They have a big skull painted on their ship. Oh. Surrender and drop your shields, or I'll drop them for you. No. Have it your way. Oh, there's... Objects in mid-row are between you and the enemy ship. They can block attacks. They are much weaker than a ship and will be destroyed if they're hit by anything at all. Watch out, if this attack hits you, it will also give you a status. Well, don't do that, please. There's no ship part here. It's empty, so shots will miss. I guess the best thing to do would be, like, attack as much as possible and then move one. Also stun. Oh, this modifies your next attack. So it itself doesn't do the stun. Okay, so we do this. And then we draw. And it stuns the cannon. So now we can just shoot freely. Alright. Shoot. Shoot. And a little shield that doesn't do anything. 4 is a big number to attack. Let's do... Man, multi-shot A seems really rad. You just get to attack like a bunch of times. Is this they're doing? Gonna raise their shields. Lame. Let's do... Let's just shoot them several times. And then... Probably... I would need, like, 2 move? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, every 5th time you attack. That's less good. That sounded pretty busted. I should have probably intuited that. But if I just position myself 1 to the right, this attack will miss. So I'm actually in fine shape for now. And I should probably attack as much as I can to build up more evade. So... like, attack, temporary attack, move. And then that should miss. Neat. Okay. So now... I want to move. And then... I could just, like, block this with temporary shields from multiple block shots, but I think what I want to do is stun it because I think I would still get a status just from it hitting me. So I think I do stun because it costs nothing. And then block shot, basic shot, which gives me like another move for the future. And because this only does 1 damage, I think it just hits the asteroid and doesn't hit me. Let's find out. Cool. And now he's attacking a spot that doesn't damage me, so I can just... Perfect. I can just multi-attack. Very good. Don't want to lunge, which doesn't give me any good options here, unfortunately. I guess I could just gain some permanent shield if I need it. Or I could just build up some scramble to evade a little more easily. Since I naturally get evade, I think I'll put up some shields. Slightly disappointing turn, but that's probably fine. Let's do... I mean, let's make it so he definitely doesn't hit me. And then we'll draw shoot. Oh, I didn't realize his health was so low. I was so invested in the strategy, I wasn't paying attention to the fact I almost had him dead. So I could draw a bunch, or... Ooh, a rare. It costs 0. Discard your hand and draw 5. It's like Professor Oak, or something, from the Pokemon TCG. I mean, it's probably the best option here, because I don't think I want to do that super often, but there are times when my hand is bad, and I won't want to spend the energy. So I think that's good. It also, like, doesn't dilute my deck too much, because it costs nothing. I think I'm doing pretty well. I wouldn't have expected to be able to fight, like, 2 bosses on my first run. And the first one I took, like, a decent amount of damage, but, like, I got enough rewards from that the second one wasn't actually that hard, even though, like, it was positioned to be pretty tough. Let's see. Daga Drum. Every 5 parry cards played gain a chip shot, which is a 0-cost free attack. That kind of works well with what I have going on. Or I could get Shield Blast between combats. I don't think I'm doing enough shield for that to be good. A lot of my shield is temporary. Quick draw. Draw 2 extra cards on the first turn. I think I like... I mean, basically this says every time I get a bonus move, I also get a free attack. So I feel like that's what I want. I feel like that all, like, plays well together. Oh, cool. Hello. Hello. Did I get you anything? Yeah, so it does seem like you just get one of these. Do I have a card I would want to upgrade? Not sure I have a card I want to upgrade or remove. Maybe a hull's the only thing that matters. What does upgraded lunge do? +1 to move 2 and attack 2. What is this icon? Flippable. In combat, right click to flip the direction of its action. Oh, that would be pretty good. Being able to control what direction you lunge makes lunge a lot better. What's Blackout Burner do? Nah, that honestly doesn't seem any better. Well, you can upgrade Stun Charge to give you shield, or to do multiple stuns? Those are both kind of interesting. And the Block Shot... Yeah, the Block Shot's pretty good, too. Ooh, upgraded Draw Shot, also pretty good. You can do, like, 2 damage and draw 2, or 1 damage and draw 3. 1 damage, draw 3 would be good if we had more free stuff. Which we do have, like, some free stuff, but think twice you only use once. Blockout Burner you don't necessarily want to use all the time. I don't know, lunch just kind of sounds fun. I'm just going to do the fun thing, because there's several options that seem good, so I'll do the one that just seems most fun. Riggs, are you picking up any hostile ships on radar? No, why? My sensors are going crazy. Let's see. No warp core signatures within a light year. Switching sensors to visual spectrum. Ah, big crystal. Huh? Big crystal. Ah, big crystal. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I want a multi-shot A here. Music in this game is really good. That's a selling point for sure. I don't think the stun charge does very much for me, because I think it only stuns the thing that you hit directly, and I don't think I can reasonably position myself to hit something in that way and have it be meaningful. Because, like, I could move to stun this, but it already isn't hitting me. So I think I just want to, like, block, and attack. Multi-attack is very fun. So let's do some blocks, and I think we're going to be okay. We'll block all of those and still have some leftover shield. Okay, now I'm in range of 2 attacks. So you can right flip this. That's fun. That's just fun game design, I think. It's relatively intuitive, and it just does the thing that you want it to do. Hey, Critwitch. Saturday's going well. We did finish Chance of Sinar, which I think you've seen a little bit of us playing, at least last week. And this is the game I kind of wanted to play a little bit of on stream for a little while now, and had a little bit of extra time in the stream, so we're trying it out. It's a roguelike deck building game where you get to pick like a combination of different crewmates that have different specialties so that you can customize the way in which you handle battles, little spaceship battles, with sort of retro graphics and great music. It's really interesting so far. I'm not sure if it's chat's thing exactly, but it's also kind of late in the evening, so I'm not sure if people are just trying to figure out the game along with me. But I think this game is pretty cool, and again, that music is really great. So does lunge help me at all? Lunge would let me move like 1, 2, or 1, 2. Neither of those is particularly appealing. If I just simply moved 1 to the right, then I could realistically dodge 1 attack and block another attack. Let's do a draw shot. Neither of those cards do anything for me immediately. We're gonna earn back a dodge because of our special artifact if we do 1 more attack, so I think I'll do a dodge to over here. So this is like hitting our pass-through point. I'm actually really glad we chose to do this, even though immediately after doing it, I was like, that was probably not correct. So now I just want to shoot it, I think. So this will block the 1 damage we're taking. And I guess I'll just do a basic shot. I don't think there's really a benefit to doing anything else. But yeah, I mean, the ideas in this game seem really cool. I haven't seen much of it played. This is the first time I'm playing it myself, but, like, I've been intrigued, we'll say. I wish I had my lunge this turn. It'd be really good this turn. Although, if I do manage 2 attacks this turn, then I'll get back the 1 evade I would spend getting out of the way of all these cannons on the left. So let's, like, move, and then, like, shoot several times, and just get like a temporary shield to block the 1 hit coming at us, and then we can either build up a permanent shield to help us if things start getting trickier, or do an extra damage. I'm usually inclined to just attack as much as possible, and since my attack this turn is literally basic, I'll do a block. Yeah, the character art's really cool too, right? Like I like the art style. I appreciate that it kind of just gives this, without like saying anything about it, it just like gives this experience of like a lived-in world with like lots of different alien races that just like casually hang out. Also, we have like an AI cat that runs the ship. That's pretty cool. Yeah, see, now they're trying to attack us for like a bunch. So let's start with draw shot. That'll give us the most dueling option, to quote Yu-Gi-Oh. So if we did a lunge shot, we would move 2 over, and we would take 2 damage as opposed to... Well, I guess we're already taking 2. That doesn't really help. It seems like in this particular battle as it's set up, lunge hasn't been very useful. I do think it's fun. It was the right choice in that respect. I should do a block shot. That seems pretty obvious. So I'm gonna take 1 damage almost no matter what. God, I just really like this music. Every time it kicks back in, I'm like, yeah, I could listen to this more. Let me do block shot to start. I guess I already did draw shot or whatever. I don't know. I guess at this point, all I can really do is either think twice and hope to get lucky or basic shot. So I might as well basic shot. Lunge attack in either direction seems worse than basic shot. So here we're taking 3 damage. Got 1 temporary shield that gets burned up, and we'll lose 2 more shield. But we did a decent hit to them. Now we could... No, I'm not sure I want to lower my max shield just to stop, like, 1 extra damage. Glad we got the hull upgrade. Wow, that's actually really interesting. That means that there's, like, a persistent knowledge of the fact that during this run, I chose a hull upgrade. I mean, unless, like, it just says that randomly. But if that's, like, based on a flag in the game that I, like, made a specific choice on this run, that's really interesting. Ooh, boy, they sure want to hit me a lot this turn, huh? So what if I... I wish I had lunge on this turn. I think the thing to do... I can use this free stun so that an attack here will neutralize this. This other 1 damage space is in our, like, pass-through spot. Like the scaffolding or whatever we got earlier. And then we'd be taking 2 damage, but we can fire off multiple block shots, so those get blocked. I think that's good. So stun... Stun shot. Block shot. And then since we're absorbing all the damage with our temporary shield, we don't really need to... We could block to get a permanent shield, but I think it's better to do a basic shot. And now we've accumulated, like, 2 movement, so, like, we're a little bit better off for future attacks. I do know... I don't really know anything specific about it, but I do know that, like, there is supposed to be some kind of persistent memory between the runs. The notion of this game is that for some reason, you just wake up and you're already in a time loop, and the AI is aware of it, but everyone else is, like, starting the loop fresh every time. And so, like, I've heard that when you make certain decisions, it will affect things on future runs. And I don't really know how that works, but it sounds cool to me. Now they want to hit me like a bunch. This might be a good turn for the burnout, but it might also be a good opportunity to lunge. Because if we move right 2... I think we're just, like, getting hit by a bunch less stuff. So... I'm going to be taking 4. I think this would be a good turn to use the burnout. But maybe we can draw something better with draw shot. Not really. That's fine. We'll do a multi-shot, because I use multi-shot every time I get it. But we'll lower our max shield capacity, which I don't think we need it much higher than 2. And that way... Well, I don't know. Maybe we just, like, do a basic... No, I already used my energy. I'll do this. This is fine. Might be a little excessive, but we're getting kind of close to taking this thing out. So here it's presenting us with 2 damage. And if we block shot and shield surge, we can tank that because one of the shots is going through us. So I guess then the thing to do is draw shot and see if we get a better option. which we kind of do. I mean, if we're willing to take the hit for 1 point of damage instead of... Well, actually, I guess we could do the dedicated shield, and that would block all the damage, and we'd still do 3. Alternatively, we could do 4 damage with the block shot and multi-shot, and only get 1 shot shielded. I think I'd rather do the damage. It's pretty close between the two. Oh, but I got free chip shot, because we've done enough attacks. That's fun. Pew! You know, we have a couple artifacts that care about us making many attacks. Wow, that's really bad. I'm glad that we have 4 movement, because that looks horrible. Actually, everything looks horrible. How much damage can I do? 1 shy of killing it. That's not great. So we need to do 4 more attacks in order to get another damage for free. I mean, I can do a stun shot to take away 2 of this damage. And if I do it before I lunge, that should actually take away a lot of the damage here. So let's do a stun, then the block shot to take out this attack. And then we'll lunge over to... Oh, wait a minute. No, maybe that's not good. Because if I lunge, then this... Well, if I lunge... Then that's the only thing hitting me, right? Because I'll move 2 spaces to the right, so... This would go to here where it's... Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do that. Only taking 2 damage. We got shield. We got 1 energy left. We'll block that. We'll pass, and then we should be able to blow him up next turn. It is challenging, but it feels kind of like puzzly in a satisfying way. There's like a decent number of options, but I don't feel overwhelmed. I just feel like I need to assess everything. So far, it's in a good sweet spot, I think, for like the level of difficulty. They're in range of me shooting them. Also, if I flip... Well, I had a chance to flip. That's really what's important. Ship status. +2 max hull, +10 hull. Does the run continue? These are all rares. So I can do 0. Draw 1 card of each color from the draw pile. Weird. Corrosion beam. For 2, you apply a corrode status to the enemy. You basically poison their ship with acid that eats away at their hull. That sounds interesting. Hand cannon deals X damage where X is the other cards in your hand. That's interesting. And I don't think it'd be bad in this deck, but I'm not built for that, and I'm not sure I want to build for that. For me, I think right now I'd pick between these 2. Corrosion Beam sounds fun, but it's kind of difficult to do if it takes all that energy. So at least for the moment, I think I'm going to take another 0 cost. Sure. Then we get an artifact. So we can... If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, which I probably won't do... Oh, the wings retract, like the scaffolding. That's fun. Warp Mastery. Replaces Warp Prep. Gain 3 shield and 3 evade on the first turn. Whoa. And Genesis. Gain 1 of 2 common artifacts, then do that 3 times. But then you also add 3 of this awful garbage card to your deck. No, I want the thing that, like, makes me start every combat, like, unstoppable. That sounds great. That's the first time you guys managed to beat that thing. Wait, really? How many times have we tried? You don't want to know. What even was it? If these readings are correct, I think it's some kind of time crystal. I've seen microscopic ones in the lab, and in the Cobalt's particle accelerator, but never so large. Did the microscopic ones try to kill you? Not in a way I was able to perceive. Let's keep moving. Okay, let's keep moving. I kind of thought that would be like the end of the run. We'd start over or something. Entering new zone. Sapphire cluster. The navigation system is taking us through this lawless sector. This zone is full of pirates, thieves, and smugglers. Sick. Like the last one wasn't? Everyone should have their sidearms on them at all times in case we get boarded. This game has everything. I'm gonna be honest. This game looked like a little cool. After playing it for like 40 minutes, I'm like, this is sick. This is really good. Oh, heck yeah. Do I get a gun? Everyone but you. You know what you did. And now we're just in combat with some sort of insect robot. Artifact is doing my job for me. Guess I'll relax. Yeah, I just start with 3 shield like a boss. Cool. Oh, right, and I start with 3 move? That's so cool. I wish I had my lefty flip card. That'd be pretty good here. Wait, what's yellow diamond? Oh, adds 1 damage to attack. So they just hit harder, huh? I guess... Let's do... This would take 2 moves. Alright, I'll spend 2 moves to stun that 3 cannon. I don't think I want to spend all my shield on it. So we'll do that. We'll stun. We'll multi-shoot him. Probably should have done draw shot first. It wouldn't have changed anything. Block shot. Alright, so we've eaten through their shields for now. We've seen some enemies who can, like, build up shield over time, so they may do that. Ooh, we're pretty close to a free attack. That's fun. I really like my deck. I feel good about it. I'm not sure every one of my choices has been ideal, but I am enjoying it. So let's see. I wish I could upgrade Scramble to cost less. I don't think I can do that. I'm also definitely wishing I had replaced this instead of the basic evade card, which I would have liked a lot more. So they're trying to shoot me again. They're also trying to do something with its missile bay. I have seen missiles in this game, which are interesting. From what I remember, they have to, like, spend a turn doing this to fire a missile, and then it goes, like, in the middle zone between ships. And so you can either... like, fire at or evade the missile in the interval before, on the following turn, it, like, moves down to try to hit you. And it does look like they're trying to raise shields. This is not the turn I want lunge. If I move 2... Yeah, it's not what I want. This is not the ideal combination of stuff for this moment. So I think the thing to do is we are just going to use... I think what I'm going to do is use 1 evade and then build up some evade for future, because the heavy attacks from this thing, I think I'm going to need it. And then I'm going to do a... I think I'm going to do a basic attack. Oh, that's right. Basic attacks don't trigger this artifact. It's only the actual ones dedicated to this character. Okay. That's fine. But I had been hoping to get that free attack to, like, punch through some damage while the shields were still down. Oh, they only got 1 shield. That's not such a... Oh, but they built up even more power. Oh, so the missile blade didn't actually fire a missile. It just increased their killing power. That's interesting. I do actually have lunge, and it's actually a good time for lunge. So let's lunge. See, now it's like firing through my strong spot. And now I can fire another chip shot. And I can draw. And I need the temporary shield, but I think I want to do the damage. More attack than block, despite the fact the game early on was giving me, like, only block cards. But, I mean, like, so far we haven't seen any, like, 2 battles, like, really feel the same, which is cool. Didn't notice that the capture was struggling quite so much. I think it's because I have this scaled to full screen and it's not happy about it. Looks fine on the computer, but it doesn't... It's not super friendly, huh? Okay, so... have some bonus move. I think I just want to, like... move over. Stun's not super helpful in this battle. Let's do 3 attacks. Let's max out our shield for if and when we run out of our evade, and then... Oh wait, if I do a stun shot against the raised shields, can it not raise shields? Ah, okay. Glad I caught that. Good lord, this thing is scary. I only need to do 2 damage, so... let's... damage... Endless magazine. What the heck does this do? Gain 1 chip shot at the start of every turn. Oh, it's like a... It just is a card that gives you a status. It's a little expensive, but I like it. Also, I'm like pretty heavily focused on attack stuff in my current build, so like having like bonus attacks that like build up to bonus attacks seems good. Alright, now we have our star map. What path do we want to take this time? We have more options than before. Got a couple of like mystery things, which could be anything including a boat. One of them could take us to a mini-boss, which haven't exceeded our difficulty so far. So we could try to do that, get an artifact, recover, do fun stuff. I think that's roughly my path. Yeah, I think I'd rather go to the shop and maybe upgrade a card or something than just like fight an enemy. So I'll take this particular path. Ooh, this looks scary. This enemy's gonna launch an object. Be careful, we don't know what it is yet. So that's more like the missile I was talking about, I guess. And this is just a big cannon, and this is some kind of status. That sounds bad. Huh. I think we're gonna do some science here. I think I want to use my endless magazine. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of my evade to dodge the big hit. It does mean that I run the risk of taking a status effect from this. What I haven't been sure of is whether it needs to hit me directly or if just making contact will do it. So I'm gonna spend my last action blocking. I think I'm gonna block here. It did give me the status. The next one move will fail. It's not great. Guess I'll have to use... well... huh. What do I want to do about that? I mean, in order to attack them, I would have to move, which would mean I'd have to use all of my move. This might be a think twice turn. I think I want to lunge to the left, which would be move and then shoot the missile. And if I was going to do that... Oh, I see. I'm understanding the interface. So I would need to... This is easily the toughest enemy I've fought so far, and it's not a boss. Just has so many annoying options. He's repeatedly firing missiles. He's got a lot of shield. He's got like big damage from this side cannon. I can't even like shoot him effectively. Okay, so let's think about this. If we move 2 to the right, we burn through the status effect. We put ourselves at risk of being hit by this cannon, which will give us another status. That seems pretty bad. I don't think I want that. If I do draw a shot, then I'll draw like either a basic card or a card that will find basic cards because of where I'm at. My draws haven't lined up especially well here, unfortunately. I wish I had multiple cannons to fire out of. I think maybe I just have to scramble? So if I scramble... Okay, let's think about this. If I move to the right twice, but then I scramble, then I can effectively move back to this position, but I could, like, multi-shot them and chip-shot them, so I could do 4 damage. It takes a lot of resources, but it burns through the status effect I'll have to do at some point. So, let me make sure I do scramble so I don't mess up my resources. So I got 2 move, and I will multi-shot, and I will chip-shot, and I will... Missile does 2 damage? Oh, and chip-shot again? I guess I triggered the artifact with the first chip-shot? I think I would rather take 2 damage from the missile than... Well, hold on a second. If I move 2 in this direction, then I take 1 basic damage and I avoid the status. That's probably best. My draw next turn is like not gonna be good. I'm gonna draw like all the basic cards in my deck. I do have my Shifty Lunge, which might be what I need to do here. So I think the way stun works is that if I hit the thing in front of it, because it's trying to do a multiple action, I'll probably reduce it by 1, would be my guess. I can test that without really spending any resources by using chip shots. Let's try that. Oh no, it fully took out that action. Okay, that's not how I thought that exchange was gonna go. I guess the multiple attack then is more about if they have some kind of like buff then. So I guess what I do here is spend all my actions and then end with lunge so that the missile doesn't hit me. But check out the missile. Isn't that cool? This is a bigger missile than the last one. It's got like a big chunky animation. So let's do a block shot and a shield surge to gain some permanent block, and then GTFO. I mean, we sort of waste the attack there, but I'd rather not die. Ooh, that's an angled missile. I don't know. It cannot miss. Oh, that's fun. I mean, it's really bad for me, but it's cute that it, like, has, like, a separate property to it. So that is one that you have to block then, I suppose. So, what do I want to do here? I mean, it's kind of a shame to have lunge when I can't dodge the missile. Guess I probably want to do shield surge this turn. I mean, I probably need to do like stun charge to take out the status thing on the cannon that I think will be hardest for me to block. So why don't I start there again? Just like stun charge. Might as well do shield surge because I do need to block the missile. Well, let's start with stun. And then I think... Actually... Well, I could use lunge. I could use lunge either to attack or defend. I mean, I guess what I could do is, like, lunge, move 2 to the right, and then move 1 back over. I think I just want to... My hand's actually just not very good is kind of the thing, huh? He's like too small for lunge to be effective at attacking. I mean, let's shoot and shield. Guess if I... So if I move to the right 2... Yeah, I think this is right. I think I move to the right 2... And then I move 1 back, and then I got a free shoot, so I guess I'll do that. I don't think I want to use blocker burnout. I'm like actually kind of building shield here. Okay, good. I got multi-shot. This should be a good turn. So at the mere cost of my last movement, but I think I'll earn this back, by moving 1... I dodged the status attack, and I also dodged regular missile. So I only have to worry about 2 incoming damage. So I can do, like, block shot, and then, like, multi-shot, which will deal, like, a ton of damage. And then I got this free chip shot from that weird power thing that I installed at the beginning of the battle. This isn't a boss, right? It's like way harder than the bosses. So I can scramble, draw a shot, second opinion. Well, second opinion is pretty bad. Oh no. Draw pile is 9 cards. So I can get a pink and a blue, and I don't actually know if basic counts as a color. I think I might as well try this. Oh, basic does count as a color. Who knew? So... I got a chip shot. Oh, I can just kill him. I can just shoot him to death. Yeah, that's pretty good. Killing him? That's pretty good. I don't think I want another expensive thing. I think I'll take block... Oh, wait. Block shot A, for 1, it does 2 damage and gains permanent shield? Isn't that just upgraded over my block shot in every way? Isn't that just a lot better? Huh. Yeah, that was a regular enemy. That's really horrifying. Is anyone else getting a really bad headache? No, it's from the high-pitched static. What is that? Ah, you again. Hello. Which of you shall I teach this time? Pick from a set of shield cards. What do the yellow cards do? I don't actually know what that is. The more parry cards I have, the more I can trigger my attack stuff, so I'll do that. Retains. Card is not discarded at the end of your turn. So I can just, like, keep in my back pocket, like, a move right to? That's not terrible. Extra battery. 1 shot to gain extra energy on 1 turn. Or a 2 energy card that does a permanent heal, but it costs 2 energy. Sidestep seems most like what I want, since I can't skip. What just happened? Energy readings are back to normal. Well, I don't need to repair, so I can do a cool thing. Might be time to remove a card. Can I upgrade something, though? What are the upgrades to Endless Magazine? That's interesting. So Endless Magazine B removes exhaust. So what that means is you can keep drawing it and keep giving yourself free attacks at the start of every turn. Which with our build would reward you with even more extra attacks and also bonus movement, but that would only work in really long battles and also takes 2 out of our 3 energy many times. So it sounds really cool, but that's probably not the right thing to do. What would an upgrade to this do? You could change it to draw from the discard or exhaust pile. Nope, that doesn't sound good at all. I actually think it's time to remove something. I mean, it'd be cool to upgrade block shot, but I don't think that's necessary. Let's remove... what do I least want here? I haven't really used Think Twice. I don't know if that means it's a thing to get rid of, because there's been a couple of times when it seemed like a viable option. Actually, you know what? If we just upgrade Endless Magazine to do damage, you don't have to worry about like having to make room for all that energy cost, but it also just like does a thing. Apparently that conversation earlier reminded Neko to try and get more of the achievements from Binding of Isaac, and she's hit 60%. Congrats! I'm gonna try Endless Magazine A. Just because I'm not... like, getting rid of like a basic attack might be fine? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what is right. Let's fight Space Crab? The enemy's going to give you a card. This can't be dodged. Get ready. This part has armor. It takes less damage from attacks. Takes 1 less damage. Well, Strudel. So... probably want to start with a lunge. 2. This thing has a lot of health too. I don't like the sound of it giving me a card, but I don't really know what to do about that. I think I just attack it. Maybe I should have draw shot to do first. Maybe I should think twice? I don't know, I got a bunch of like 2-cost things. Sidestep saves in my hand, that's nice. So I'll use... let's use one of my movement to dodge the right attack. And take 2 damage here, and this is blocked by debris. And I have sidestep for next turn. I think that's what I want. Starnacle. Oh, it is! It's a Starnacle! Good catch. It looks kind of like Hermit Crabby to me, but it is clearly a rogue Starnacle. So now it just wants to do like all the damage to me, and I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of that. I forgot I got this sick block shot A. It'll give me a permanent shield and do 2 attack. I think... oh boy. What's in the draw pile I could get off Second Opinion? Another block shot. Another stun would also be good. I think it's time for Second Opinion. Okay, so I think this isn't a turn to Endless Magazine. I think this is a turn for several block shots. Let's do the mighty block shot. And then soft block shot, soft block shot. So if I move 1 to the right, And that attack passes through, and I'm only taking 4, which I have enough shield for, but yikes. Yikes for some duration. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's really interesting. So this armored spot changes to do a massive attack, but instead of having armor... Thank you for that. Instead of having armor, when that happens, it becomes weak there. So... what does that mean for me? Let's spend a move to attack its weak spot. Forever. And I'm gonna draw shot. That's not very good. Now, a question I have is if I stun shot this, will it get rid of the whole attack? Forever. And if it does get rid of the whole attack, does it also remove the vulnerability? My assumption is that it will remove the whole attack based on what I've seen, and it will also remove the weak spot sort of condition. So what I want to do for science is make an attack that does that, but do it last. So let's do, I guess, block shot? And then stun charge, basic shot. Oh, that's interesting. It's like the best of all. It stops the attack, but doesn't stop brittle. But I think that's all I got for this turn. Turn end up. Yikes Forever is very popular. It hasn't come up a lot lately. I was thinking to myself today. Oh. So, oh jeez. That's bad. It's like an eldritch horror. Oh, wow. Okay, it removed its shell and it gave me nightmares. How do I, Nana's gonna, like, fire a missile or something at me? I don't love that. 1, 2. So, I think I want to move over 1 space. And then fire Endless Magazine to start getting bonus attacks. And then block shot, right? Block shot. And then finally use my sidestep. So now I have 3 damage incoming. So I think I'm gonna drop a max shield to block that hit. And unfortunately, I just have those. Okay. So now I have chip shot and multi-shot for lots of damage. I also have lunge, which I don't think lunge helps. So if I don't move at all, I'm taking 2 damage. Which I guess I could simply block by doing a block shot, a basic block, and then attacking as much as possible. That seems like a pretty good turn, to be honest. So it's block shot, block, multi-attack, and then we get 2 free chip shots, which is cool. So we should be blocking the 2 damage. 2 damage goes through. This meteor is blocking me from taking the brunt of that attack. In fairness, it's also stopping them from taking bonus damage from me, so it's kind of like even Stevens. Free chip shot. Multi-shot right in the weak spot. Cool. Let's see. Echo, search discard, move a card on top of the draw pile. Options, you get to move and draw 2 cards. Overpower. Add 2 damage to all attacks, decreases by 1. And none of these are really doing it for me. Oh, but I do get an artifact. Shield reserves. Permanently gain +2 max shield on pickup. That's okay. Caffeine rush. Every time your discard pile is shuffled back in your draw pile, gain evade. Or adaptive plating. Gain 1 max hull and heal 1 every time you beat a boss or elite. What? That's kind of wild. You can just keep increasing your killing power? I mean, your defensive power, but still. I mean, shield reserves kind of sounds cool, but like... adaptive plating is interesting. Oh, and we get a free artifact from an artifact spot. Quick draw. Draw 2 extra cards on the first turn. Alright, sure. More likely to draw that thing I want to get out of the way early, where I get free attacks every turn. And then a shipyard? Yo. Oh, I can't heal because I'm at full health. I was like, why are there fewer options? Do I really have a card I want to upgrade? I mean, I guess I can do a block shot. Shield surge do? Yeah, kind of what you would think. Wait a minute. Shield capacity. Max shield is raised by 1. But that doesn't actually give you shield? Draw a shot. You know, I've had a couple of, like, clunky hands. Maybe I want, like, draw a shot to deal 1 damage and just draw 3? Sure, try it. Let's do an event. Getting a hail from a research vessel. Oh my god, look at the little bear. Look at the little bear with the glasses. Hail, are you available for a brief test of the great Dr. Bjord's latest invention, Duplatron? This might sting a bit. Duplicate a card in your deck. Duplicate a card in your deck 4 times, lose 3 max hull. What would that... Can I look at my deck? What would I want that to be? Multi-shot? If I got many multi-shots, it would kind of make me want to start removing cards from my deck. But that would be sick, wouldn't it? Now, the question is, do I get to pick which card it duplicates? Because I don't know that for sure. Oh no, choose a card from your deck. Lose 3 max hull. But I did just get an artifact that says, every time I, like, kill a major enemy, I get permanent hull. Look, this is probably gonna get me killed, but if it doesn't, my killing power will be incredible. This is such a horrendous idea. Do it. Ah, my face! Chow, 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 chow! Hoo-hoo! I get you anything? Please remove a card. Please desperately start removing cards from my deck. Great, time to fight a boss. And ideally, earn some hull back, but I don't know. I'm being hailed by a pirate in a cruiser-class warship. Hi, hello? Oh boy. What is it? Put it on screen so we can see. Sure. Oh, hey, it's you. I used to be so soft. This should be easy. Oh, good. It's us from the future in a big, horrible pirate ship. Yeah, good luck to us for sure. Oh, that's true. We are drawing extra cards on the first turn. It helps even it out a little bit. This part is weak. It takes 1 more damage from attacks. This part is concussable. Any shot that hits there will cancel this part's intent on that turn. Interesting. Okay. Let's do... Let's do... I think the smart thing to do... I mean, I could go full aggro. If I went full aggro, I actually have enough shield to block all the damage coming at me. It would also mean I immediately do 18 damage to them? Wait a minute. How much? I mean, they have a lot of health. How much health do they have? Oh, Lord. It's hard to tell at a glance. Can you tell me that? Maybe you can tell me that. I mean, they have like 32, but doing 18 in one round and not taking hull damage myself seems pretty good. It's not responsible, but is it totally awesome? Yeah, it is. And I got a free attack somewhere in there. Yeah, I feel like doing 20 damage in one turn is like pretty good. I feel like that's worth it. Oh no, some damage I blocked. Yeah, focus on the weak spot for sure. So I can move 1, 2 to attack them for 6. They did gain some shield back. Now, what can I draw into? Another multi-shot. Multiple block shots? Time to think twice. Let's do a casual, I don't know, like a multi-shot? And then... probably like a block shot? Wait a minute. Is there... Oh, I just got chip shot. I was like, is there something that'll let me get to chip shot? But I just got chip shot. So, die in like 2 turns? Yeah, this guy was way less hard than the first dude with missiles. Oh, I got 3 max hull as just like status for beating the boss. But I should have gotten 1 for the artifact that beats a boss. This all looks like garbage. Is this garbage? Payback. Whenever the ship is hit, immediately shoots 1 damage attack back. And it also gains you 1 shield. Inverter. X is your shield. It's not going to be super high. I don't like hand cannon. I actually think all of these are garbage. I don't want any of them. Power diversion. Gain 1 energy every turn. Non-parry attack cards deal less damage. I can... Hold on. That's an interesting trade-off. Hunter wings. If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, your wings retract and become empty. Or glass cannon. Gain 1 extra energy every turn. Your ship's cannons become weak at the start of combat. Oh, that's tough. I mean, like... Well, here's the problem. The effective payback is really good. I didn't know I was going to have multiple options for ways to have more energy on a turn. Payback costs 3 to play, which is basically I have to spend my entire turn to do it. It's cool that it, like, gives you that ability that, like, helps over time, but, like, spending a whole turn to do it is tough. At least my feeling, and maybe it's partially because of the way I've done the build here, like, having the flexibility of, like, multiple actions feels really important. So I didn't want to go all in on that. Like, I already, like, kind of regret getting the cool, expensive ability that, like, gives me a free attack every turn, the, like, 0 cost attack. Because it costs, like, 2 energy to do, so, like, 3 energy is, like, really hard. Now, the trick is, this does make my block shots worse. In theory, if I spend time eventually upgrading these to this 2 damage version, that's still okay. It kind of turns draw shot A into just draw 3, but it does also give me more energy, and the bulk of my attacks are still coming from parry cards. I think I want that one. I think I want the one that, like, reduces some damage, but, like, gives me more energy. That was interesting. Yeah. You good? Yeah. I can pilot the ship for a while if you need a break. No, I'm fine. It's just... She was really me. Perry, tell me honestly. Do you think I'd look cool in a black jacket like that? And her purple eyeliner's so cool. Riggs. Alright, let's go fight the time crystal? I don't know if it's always the same thing. I've only ever seen time crystal at the end of this. Hey, Cotillion. Oh no, that last battle was instead of time crystal, huh? This is where the ship has been taking us. Oh no, this is the... Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm wrong like 3 times in a row. Shut up about it. What is this game? This is called Cobalt Core. It is a deck building roguelike where you pilot a little spaceship and you choose crew that have certain emphasis to build up a deck that changes what skills you can do in starship battles. It looks really cool, and I hadn't played it myself until we finished Chance of Sonar earlier. I gotta say, I've been playing this for like about an hour and a half, and it went from like, this seems pretty cool, to like, I am really into this. What is that? It's the same energy signature as the Cobalt's warp drive, but without containment shielding, and at energy levels that shouldn't be possible. It's pretty. Let's go kill it. Is that our plan? Well, that's scary. So this is, it's gonna raise temporary shields. So it doesn't particularly have any strong or weak spots. But now that I have extra energy from that new thing I got, I can fire all my multi-shots. Yeah, this strikes me as something that's right up your alley, Cotillion. Like, I think you will like this a lot. It has story. You could feasibly skip it, but I don't know. I've liked it so far. Let's do, I don't know, like a multi-shot and maybe some sort of multi-shot. And then how about like a little multi-shot? Oh my god, by doing that, we're already up to like 5 movement because of our other stuff that we've built. I do think I could take 2 damage and deal 3 damage, or I could just shield surge and like not take damage this turn. Who am I kidding? We built the attack deck to attack all the time, right? Gonna save sidestep. It sticks out in our hand. What's with the jittering? I don't know. It's some... I think it has something to do with... I'm playing this game at full screen on my other monitor, and there's something a little... just like a touch wonky about the interaction of OBS in this. It's not ideal. Most people... most of chat doesn't seem to have been bothered by it. I have been aware of it, and I did point it out, but... I would have to do some troubleshooting to fix it, and I'd kind of rather play the game for now. But it's not inherent to the game. It's not on my end. It's only in the capture. So let's think about this. What are you doing over here? It's gonna do a buff to itself. Oh good, it does all the math on these for me. So now a bunch of my cards don't do damage, which is fine. Maybe we're just like drawing and shielding. Let's do... If I do this, I'll still be taking the same amount of damage, but I'm in range to hit them. So let's draw. Ooh, we could just do like endless magazine and some block-related activities. I think I want that. Let's do 2 more damage. I guess we're like barely gonna break through here. But we'll shield. And... taking 2 damage. I'll do my burnout blocker. There's an interaction with the cards to screen jitters. I think it's like me moving the mouse at all is the thing, which is not ideal. I mean, let me try... well, it's a little awkward. Because, like, this is currently... Here, bear with me for a second. Maybe I can fix it. It will require... The only thing I think that might work is if I go not... Wait a minute. That's not screen shake, is it? No, that is something else. Okay. So I think I would want to not full screen. But then... So wonky. Here's my desktop background, my wall... Okay. Well, that's, it's probably not how that should work, huh? That's Platinum Angel. It's one of my favorite magic cards. You can tell, you can see up here. It's from one of the first sets I started collecting seriously, and it's an artifact creature that has text that says you can't lose the game. It is, however, the case that I think I need to restart the software. It's actually an artifact. It's totally colorless. It's from Mirrodin, which was a set where a lot of colorless artifacts... It goes right onto the wrong monitor, making this process even more annoying. I did notice that it doesn't like it if you change to and from full screen during testing. So I have to not full screen, and I have to go back over to here. Yeah, I mean, it would take a lot of effort to actually fix this, I think. I think it's just gonna be like that. No, it's fine. It's a reasonable thing to complain about. The problem is just that, like, I think that there's a solution to it, but it's it requires many steps and is best done offline. Because I know better. I was aware of the fact that literally the way I think it works is that if you don't have this game full screen, and if you move the window 2 times, then it does that thing where the whole window disappears and you can't get it back. And I don't think that's something on my computer. I think that's a weird software thing. I think this game just wants to be played at full screen. But I think because I'm playing full screen on, like, my 4K TV as a monitor, some weird scaling issue is making the capture act weird. That's what I think is happening. That's my best guess. I don't think I can really solve that. But luckily this game is extremely good about remembering... Note we're at the start of combat. That's not the worst thing to have happened, in fairness. But we will redo this combat. I was going to end it at the end of this combat, because I think that finishes another sector. So let's just, I mean... I came here to shoot gun. Why are those stats different? Shouldn't I... You know what? It's fine. Let's not question it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's still pretty impressive, right, Crit Twitch? Like, I know that... I've noticed that it saves your progress, like, very frequently. Because there have been times I've been going in and out of the menu and the continue button tells you, like, exactly where you were. So even the fact that it just, like, having essentially the game crash, it, like, picks you up at the start of the combat, and I'll point out, with the same opening hand. That's pretty impressive to me. Game jittering is subtle. I mean, I get that it's annoying. I think it was worth the effort to try and fix it. It's not the worst thing in the world. I know it's really annoying for the capture, but we're far enough in the stream that, like, this, it just looks like that. It's regrettable. So let us do a... Let's do a block shot? A block shot? I do kind of want to cycle through my deck. So I kind of want to do draw shot. Oh, that's right. I have extra energy now. Let's do a draw shot. I think it, like, remembered the entire randomization of my deck. I think this is all, like, the same as it was before, which is interesting. So yeah, I will do... You could argue that it makes more sense to block, but I think getting the extra chip shot every turn is worth the fact that I'm not actually doing damage here. And then I have 1 energy. Guess I might as well block and use up all my shield. That's bad. That's like a lot of damage that I don't like to see. So let's do... I have a lot of movement. I could just like fire at... Oh no, wait a minute. I have a stun shot and I'm aiming directly at one of the sources of damage. So let's stun and multi-shot. And then... I could chip shot and then think twice, which would discard my hand and let me try to draw into something. Now I could also just use my sidestep right here, but like basically this hand isn't doing very much. So let's chip shot. Let's think twice to discard everything and draw several multi-shots, you say. And in addition to that, I have so much movement because I have so many multi-shots. My build is so good. So let's stun multi-shot. So now he's just like not attacking me at all. And then I'll just like shoot him some more and then shoot him some more. And then like all I need to do is like draw 1 damage next turn. I love the interaction. I'm so happy to have chosen this, like, when you do a bunch of attacks, like, eventually get evade. Because now, like, because of the way multi-shot works, by just, like, casually firing off a bunch of multi-shots, then I get, like, a large quantity of evade to just, like, scoot around wherever I want. Like, this build is just so satisfying. Alright, I had to get through some extra shield that they raised, but I totally blew them up. Their couch is ruined. So let's see. Scoot. That's like, okay. Converter. X is your shield. Gain shield equal to your shield. No. Lose all your shield. Gain evade equal to your shield. That's a complicated card. I don't want that. I have evade. I don't have as much shield. It's a free move that removes from the deck. That's not the worst thing. Because it, like, gives me, like, some bonus value, but, like, doesn't clog my draws. I feel like I would take Bolt or Nothing. I'm genuinely not sure if Bolt or Nothing is correct. I mean, I generate a lot of movement from my attacks, and I have a thing that starts with 3 movement. Let's just not add a card to our deck. Did we not get an artifact for that? Yeah, I really want my deck to be only multi-shot. I think we're gonna call the stream there. Can we make sure that... There's something really nice and fluid about, like, menu just takes you to the main menu, but, like, you can just also go back. What I don't understand is... Shouldn't it have given me a new cutscene for the new zone? And, like, I don't... Something seems a little off. I think closing the window might have goofed something. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll try and fit a little bit more of this in after finishing off the Raincode Labyrinth next Saturday. We have one more stream this year, and it's next Saturday. And we're gonna try and, like, reach the end of our current case in Raincode, which I think we're close to. So I think if we have any overflow time, we'll continue this really sick run where all we have is multi-shot, and we're just gonna keep eliminating cards from the deck that aren't multi-shot until we can effectively multi-shot multiple times a turn and then just fly away. Yeah, next Friday, my sister got, like, tickets to, like, a holiday performance thing. So obviously I can't reschedule that. It's a specific event. And next Saturday is what, the 20 something. It's not like Christmas or Christmas Eve. It's like the 23rd. So it's not hopefully going to ruin anyone's time. But unfortunately, I'm not available Friday. So we'll try and fit that in and hope that rebooting this game... I'll try to fix the jittering if I can. But it's clearly like a multi-step process. Clearly the attempt to do it live wasn't super good. But yeah, that'll do it for the stream. I did, as promised, there are other Squirtles to find. We revealed earlier, one hiding behind Santa Snoopy. I put it back there only because otherwise Santa Snoopy would sink out of sight, and that's just not acceptable. But yeah, if anyone who's remaining here wants to try and locate a secret Squirtle, I'll remind you that locating a secret Squirtle is an omen of good luck for you in the coming days. And as we are currently in the holiday vortex, you may need it. I know I do. So I'm going to have some more of this 100% juice apple. Also, let me know your impressions of this game. I got the impression people weren't really excited about it, but I have to say, at least for my own part, I thought it'd be like, kind of cute. I don't know if it's great, but like after playing like a couple hours, I'm like, I want to play more of this game. Where previous guess is a no-go. Me not revealing a Squirtle from a previous guess is not specifically an indication of whether or not there was a Squirtle there. I chose the first comment I saw in chat that definitely had a Squirtle behind it because I only wanted to reveal a Squirtle because I didn't want to ruin the couch. Under the Santa hat, that is a good guess. Pikachu, Carlos, Togepi. Okay. Any other guesses? I'm gonna try and make some time to see if I can work out the jittering. I think it's gonna be a little tricky because, like I said, I think if you move the windowed mode window too many times, it also creates problems. So it makes it really hard to capture it in windowed mode, which I think is the thing that is most likely to fix that issue. It could just be a weird OBS thing, but I doubt it. OBS is pretty good. Let's see if we can find a Squirtle, shall we? I will also honor any late guesses that come in. If anyone else in chat wants to add to the party. Let's start. Sure. Got ourselves... I don't know if this actually reads all the way back there. This Groot is covered in Christmas lights because he is a tree people, and if you put Christmas lights on him, he's a Christmas tree people. That frees up our ability to check under Pikachu. And there you will find this gentlemanly narwhal. Guess under the Santa hat, which I forgot what I put under there, but I did put something under there. And I can reveal to you that it is a tiny gingerbread man in a winter hat. There was also specifically a guess for Togepi. And Togepi is so large that I couldn't really fit anything behind him. But I guess since we're breaking down the set, there's an even larger Eevee there. There's some really big Pokemon. It's kind of like that classic Pokemon anime episode where they like go to they accidentally find themselves at like a theme park that's filled with like giant animatronic Pokemon and they think like Godzilla is happening. Like, you haven't seen the giant Eevee before? I mean, I guess recently it's been holding up a lot of Squishmallows and not really hanging out so much. My sister got me this for Christmas like 5-ish years ago? Might have been the same year I got the Stream Deck. I was trying to remember what year that was before. Somewhere around there. And then I think the only other guess that I recall is behind Carlos. And you may see a little something there behind this pyramid. of red adorned friends, including Carlos. And that is a secret Squirtle. Oh, I do. I didn't catch that guess. I will. I did kind of want to show this off. I was hiding these Santa-themed Eevees behind our reindeer friends. They're also Christmas gifts from my sister. So there's like 2 of them and 2 reindeer. I thought that was cute. I think I had that set up that way yesterday as well, and they just weren't guessed. Yeah, I'm glad you liked them. I have lots of cute things, and I now have lots of winter things. I didn't have that many, like, winter-themed friends before, and I got, like, 5 this year, so I have kind of a lot. Anyway, that will do it for the stream. I think I have to put some amount of these down so I can do things with my hands. I don't know. I really enjoyed this. It seemed like, I don't know. I kind of feel like as I was like truly getting invested in this, like other people were like along with me on that ride. Like people were kind of like iffy on it at first. I was like a little more excited than Chat, but I think like around the time I was like, this is actually pretty awesome. Chat was like, you know what? It's actually pretty awesome. So we'll see if we can fit in at least a little bit more before the end of the year. And like I said, hopefully I'll have time to try and fix the jittering. Unfortunately, I didn't really catch that before we were live, and as we demonstrated, trying to fix it live wasn't great. But yeah, so no stream next Friday. Unfortunately, we have different holiday plans. Next Saturday will be our last stream of the year. We will for sure play some Rain Code. If we do reach our goal of like completing that case, then we'll switch over to Cobalt Core and see what we can do with all those multi-shots, because I'm having a blast with that. Which also means I can't play any in the meantime, so I hope you appreciate that. In the meantime, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Whether that be for our final stream of the year, or sometime in the next year, or even beyond. Remember in the meantime to take care of yourselves, and that you are clawsome.